Hey guys, you could probably already tell from the video that that was salmon, broccoli, and my favorite nut and seed butter. Actually, it's one reason I look forward to broccoli because I know you probably think I like broccoli, but I really don't like broccoli at all. But it's got a lot of health benefits, um, including something to the effect of, and I have to look this up again, but it affects our telomeres, which affect our longevity, apparently. So, um, but anyways, um, this has been a savior for me. It tastes super good. It's kind of got a sweetness to it. It's basically a mixture of cashews, almonds, chia seeds, Brazil nuts, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, hazelnuts, and some salt, which you all know you need salt, right? Don't avoid salt, especially when you're working out a lot. So I love this. Makes broccoli exciting for me. So try it. It's great. It's a great fat source. You're probably asking where my carbs are. My diet is typically lower in carbs. My diet fluctuates, right? Your body will adapt, so you have to change things up a little bit. But right now I'm doing lower carbs, and always my first meal of the day is carbless, and I'll talk about that maybe a little bit later. Listen, I was talking to somebody today, and it just so happens actually that this example with one of my other clients just recently happened, and that's this, and it's not the first time, of course. I've been working with this client for 4 years. Her name's Sarah. Actually, I can mention her name because I asked her. So some of you know Sarah at the gym. She's been with me for 4 years, and we've totally transformed her body. Or she's transformed her body. I've just helped her along the way. I certainly can't take credit for it. She's worked really, 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 really hard. So, I wanted to say this. We've been bringing down her weight a little bit and trying to lean her out, and she got stagnant. And I was looking at her diet, and we talked about her training. And I said, you know what? We are going to increase your carbs because I don't think we're giving you enough. And so I increased her carbohydrates. Now, keep in mind, she's like, everything I tell her to do, she does to a T. So when she's following her diet, she's following it to a T. So we increased her diet by about 30, depending on the day, 30 to 45 grams of carbohydrates. And guess what? You can ask her. She's in the gym. She dropped about 5 pounds in a week. So we did something to initiate her body to drop a little bit extra weight. So something metabolically speaking. So we all hear about you've probably heard calories in equals calories out, and this is all very true, but it's usually not the way people understand it. So people think that, okay, I'm going to match my exercise to the amount of calories I take in, and then if I do more exercise or I take in less calories, then everything should work out for me to lose a certain amount of weight. And this is how MyFitnessPal works, by the way. This video is getting very long, by the way, so I'm going to try to wrap this up. I don't want to lose you guys here, but so let me just repeat that. So a lot of these apps work in the sense of counting calories, right? So you estimate the amount of calories you burn in your workouts, and you estimate the amount of, or you calculate the amount of calories you're having with your diet, and then you manipulate those two in hopes of losing a certain amount of fat because it's a mathematical equation. The problem is with that is it doesn't take in consideration the full equation of calories in equals calories out, because that is true, but you have to look at what's going on metabolically speaking. So we can increase calories, okay, and that can have a metabolic effect. So your calories out end up being even more. So you're causing the body to expend more energy by increasing the energy intake. Okay, and this is exactly what's happened with Sarah. So it's not as simple as you think. It's not less is better, and of course I've been trying to push this message on you. Well, for the last few days here because we just started. So, what was I going to say? Right. The message for today. The message for today is this: you are not average. You are not average. Okay. And hey, it's okay to be average, but guess what? You're not average. Why? Because you are doing this challenge. You have decided to take on this extra responsibility. You've decided to take control. You want to learn how to help yourself. And a lot of people won't do this. So guess what? You're not average. Okay. And I don't want you to believe that you're average, because you're not. You have decided to do this, and it takes a lot of guts, and it takes a lot of will. Okay. And listen, we all have fear of failure, right? We have this fear that we're going to fail, and so quite often we don't want to try things. And listen, I've been the biggest, obviously to my own doing, victim of this in various facets of my life. And so it's something too that I work through as well. You know, it has a little bit to do with my upbringing. You know, we can get into all kinds of things in our past, perhaps. But the thing is that, listen, you will never succeed if you don't try. So we got to keep pushing the boundaries and make ourselves better. And guess what? You are not average. You are not average. So, you know, I want to commend you for being brave and doing this, and I want you to give it everything you got and make me proud, but most importantly, make yourself proud. You know, the best thing we can do to actually improve our self-confidence is, wow, I'm really going off on this one. I'm going to wrap this up. The best thing we can do to improve our self-confidence is to fulfill the promises we make to ourselves. When we don't fulfill the promises we make to ourselves, it's a reflection. It reflects back on our self-belief, right? So when we fulfill those promises to ourselves, we build our self-confidence. The best way. That is the best way. And doesn't matter whether you're young or old. We all struggle with this to some degree or another, but hopefully we evolve in the right way, in a good way, in a positive way, in a way that we grow, right? So, wow, this is supposed to be 3 minutes. I promised myself I'd make these 3 minutes, so we are at 7.5 minutes here. So, listen, you are not average. You are above average, and I want you to believe that you're great, because you will be great if you believe you're great, and you will be what you essentially believe you will be. So, anyhow, I'm gonna start. I'm already rambling. So, welcome to one of my 9 personalities. We'll talk to you guys later, and have a wonderful day and weekend. And and Saturday, tomorrow, we are not having a meeting. But listen, if you want to meet with me, I'll meet with you. I'll meet with you anytime. If you want to run the 10 a.m., just email me, let me know. Even if it's just one of you, I'll meet. I have no problem with that. And we are doing a workout for the Fit and Tanners at 11 a.m. on Monday. So Thanksgiving holiday Monday, okay? Submit and commit. Be a good student. Do your homework. I'll talk to you soon.